Because my whole thing is, I'm not going to ask a female something that I only think that a man can relate to because we're men.
I mean, the only thing would be you talking something about sexual, though, like, right? Or like with relationships. Right?
You're now watching a clip from the MarcWes Sport Podcast.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think women should coach men sports? I want to ask you that question because
I don't really think so. Because same way, I'm gonna give you an example. Because you seen the other day with you got the women referees now you got the women referees right now
I seen that.
Yeah.
Like look at Doncic.
Yeah, you can tell that. Yeah,
he seemed like he was putting down that European swag on her.
And that's going back to what I'm saying. You got Luka Doncic that wind up flirting with the woman referee, and you can
allegedly. It's allegedly, but that's what it looked like.
But that's what it looked like. And my whole thing is like she's human just like us. You feel what I'm saying? Like any other person. You feel me? You're gonna be attracted to who you're attracted to. And some people gonna be like, well, what's the difference? How you know the guy is not attracted to none of the guys yeah, we do know that you have people that are attracted to the same sex, but that is not the norm. Everybody is not attracted to the same sex. The norm is majority of the time people are attracted to the opposite sex. You feel me? And that's just being real. There's more straight people than gay people, at least from what I see right now. Now, again, it's okay for people to be gay. It's okay for people to like the same sex. But from what I am actually seeing, and for me also answering your question, I'm like the female coaches, like I want to be able to really say what I want to say with you to you. And sometimes when you're speaking to opposite sex, it's just like, let's just say it's me, you, Chris over here, and I got wifey somewhere in the building, or you got wifey somewhere in the building. Certain things that we will probably talk about is kind of, we're probably going just because they're there.
Yeah, but if it's a coach, I should be able to talk to you just like you my coach.
We're talking, you talking on the perfect world right now. That's not the perfect world. I'm just
saying, like if I was playing football hypothetically and my positions coach happens to be female, I should be able to talk to you in any kind of way if you were a man.
Would you listen to somebody that you feel like can relate? Like, cause period. Cause my whole thing is, I'm not gonna ask a female something that I only think that a man can relate to because we're men.
I mean, the only thing would be you talking something about sexual though, like, right? Or like with relationships. Right?
Nah, not even sexual. It's just like
doesn't even have
the man experience is different from the female experience. What do you mean?
Like when it comes to coaching football, though.
When we're talking about life, period. You feel me? Because a coach is not just a head coach. A coach talks about he mentors you. He this, he that. It's not just one thing. A woman can
talk to you about life too. What you?
But they're looking at it on the other. Like it's different. I know what you're trying to make it seem
only
like.
If
it's just
like sexual or relationships, is like you can't relate.
Not like
you
that,
don't have
man.
A penis.
All right, all right. So when
even some women, be acting like they have one.
So who you feel comfortable hollering at about when you was a teenager? Would you holler at your old boy about relationship help, or you would holler at your old girl? You feel me? You probably gonna go to your dad first. Why? Because you can relate to your dad. But not saying that you can't go to your mom.
I didn't have a relationship with my dad. First off,
it's different. See, that don't count then. I should be asking Chris.
And I didn't have a relationship with my mom. When it came to talking about relationships, you know who I talked to? My older sister. Because she was my oldest sibling. See,
that's a different situation.
And she gave me real advice.
That's a different situation. I
mean, it's the same thing, though.
It is, but it's not. You feel me? Because I'm going to be able to holler at my sibling, no matter if it's a female or a dude. You know what I mean? Like, straight up. But I'm talking about, like, we're talking about parent-wise. I'm going to ask my dad first before I ask my mom. And then I probably double back and I ask my mom, too, to get the other side. But I'm going to go to my dad first because I'm a male.
That's you, but a lot of people don't.
Females
grow
gonna
up.
go to their dad, ask them about grabbing, changing their pads. Nah, they gonna go to their mom first.
When it comes to sexual, like I just said, when it comes to your sexuality, stuff like that,
You got me there.
That's gonna be different. But when it comes to real life stuff, or just even be a relationship, the only difference is that biologically they differ from you. So there's certain biological things that they feel that you won't feel.
I'm just saying, there's certain things that men go through.
Let me ask
that
you
I'm
this,
gonna ask men.
Let me ask
I'm
you
not
this
gonna
though:
ask a
is it
female.
okay for a man to coach women though? You're not okay with women to coach men. Is it okay for men to coach women?
I think, and that's where you got me again. I really truly feel like women should be coaching on females, and men should be coaching men. But again, I mean, you got the Spurs; they done switched it out, and you got the first women coach. You feel me? Not too long ago, we spoke on that on this podcast. But I'm saying, I'm just saying, certain things they should be able to. You feel me? Cool, no problem. But me, if you're talking about my preference, I'm gonna go with a man.
I mean,
man first.
I mean, I agree with you on that. Like, if it was my preference, if I likely, if I needed or wanted advice when it came to being a man, so to speak, whatever that really means, then I'm going to want to get that type of advice from a man. And then the other factor with football specifically is that likely if you're a woman, you haven't played the game.
There you go.
You haven't, but
they got
but say if I was a fighter,
me about, boy.
but say if I was a fighter, right? If I was a UFC fighter and Amanda Nunes, for example, was training me, you know what I'm saying? You think I would give a fuck that it was Amanda Nunes and she's a female?
Nah.
She dominates, and she's going to help me to be a better fighter than a guy who just been coaching fighters.
So
you know
Chris,
what I'm saying?
So
you
Chris,
feel what I'm saying, Chris?
So while he's training Amanda Nunes, you don't think he's looking?
Nah.
All right. Let me change it. Let me train it. Nah, let me change it. Because I have the picture in my. It's just like when they go to the gym, right? If she looks good, then yeah. They go to the gym, right? And then you have the male trainer, right? How come 9 out of 10 times he wind up smashing or being with that person that he's training? Like same thing, like even vice versa. It's a man, I'm the man, and then I got a female trainer. You feel me? Like if they both attracted, and that's the thing. That's the whole thing that I want to eliminate from probably penetrating the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to avoid.
That's what you're trying to eliminate.
It's not that they can't do the job. They could do the fucking job. They can. But it's just going back to what we said with Luka. You see her flirting. Like, come on. Nah, not from having sex. They could run them plays. But I'm just saying certain people, like, if I'm Luka, I'm going to keep flirting with that dime here and there on the low. So if you wind up refereeing my game, this the motherfucker that sent me flowers. This the one that blow me kisses. This is the one that I think we have Yeah, but even the regular referee, that old referee that retired, I hated his ass. The bald guy, he called foul. I forgot his name. You feel me? I'm good. I don't remember his name. You feel me? But I think he done retired.
But regular refs, they all got biases too. And the female is playing with all the other players too. So who's to say the other players can't flirt too? If your game up. Exactly.
I'm just saying.
We just mad that Luka did it first.
I'm just saying, like for me, I like it and I don't like it. I like it because.
But you feel like women should be coached by women and men.
Yeah, that's just my preference. That's just my preference. Okay. But I do think that they should.
Women's basketball for a long time.
Yeah.
And the best coach of all time, closest UConn, he's the best coach of all time.
And then you did have allegations. You did have allegations.
Some of the girl, Gino Auriemma, is the coach for UConn.
See, but you did have allegations of coaches being inappropriate with their players, men, wives for the longest, especially with the Me Too movement. Right now, you're starting to hear it come out, but it goes back to what I'm saying. You feel me? Like, you know, people gonna use their power of influence to get what they want. You feel me? Like we could use, some people could say Bill Cosby, even though I don't think that he did that. You're going to have some people that say R. Kelly. You're going to have certain people that say whatever. But again, people going to use their power of influence to get what they actually want. Money-wise, position-wise, status-wise, it doesn't matter. So that's why I want to keep it to the point where men coach men and women coach.
You know men mess with men too, right?
That's what I said. All right, come on, man.
Sandusky was a real thing.
What we're saying is that happens, but that is not everybody that's walking on this planet isn't looking at the same sex. They're looking opposite. Now you're gonna have certain people.
All right.
We're talking percentage wise. I don't have the percentage in front of me. Don't kill me, guys. But let's just say 5% of the world.
Trying to bring the percentages down.
Let's just say 5% of the world or 10% of the world is gay. 90% are straight. That's what I'm saying. We're just saying, like, it's not a 50-50 thing over here, you know. So, but it is what it is.
It's all good, man. I think.
What you want to jump on now? I see you wearing that shirt. You see where it say the Heat right.